I'm not looking at the chat for the next 2 picks because we are up. Okay, we are about to be up. Let's breathe. All right, so who do I want at pick 115? TJ Tampa, I wouldn't be against the idea of picking him. I think he could be a really good corner. Not really good in run defense, but still a really good option here. I'm not looking at the chat, guys, into our pick because I don't want our pick to be spoiled for me. Could be a good option there. Johnny Wilson, 6'7". I don't really want another receiver, though. I really do not want another receiver. But 6'7", 237 definitely gets me, going. But my real picks that I want personally is a couple different options. I want McCormick, Cedric Van Pran, or Christian. Now, Cedric Van Pran is interesting. You get him at center, and then you move Teddy K over to left guard. I think that could be a really good option for us, especially because Teddy K played left guard in New England, so it's a perfect situation for him to move over, and this also fixes our Cordell Volson problem. We got to protect number 9. This is protecting number 9. But Mason McCormick played left guard his whole entire career at South Dakota. This is a guy who knows how to play left guard. He can play left guard at a high level, and this could give us a chance of getting ourselves a replacement for Cordell Volson that's guaranteed to be good. Jacksonville's pick is in. I'm not looking at the chat, guys, until after our pick. So I can get my live reaction and no one spoils it. So those are all really good options there. But there are still really good options on the board outside of that. Could you go tight end here? You could. Cade Stover is available, who could be a tight end 1, as long as he can stay healthy. That's his biggest issue, so that's a problem. AJ Barner, you're going to take a little bit later, so not really interested there. Erick All, kind of dropping in this. Again, another guy who could be projected as a tight end 2. For what we need is we need a tight end 1 in the future, but we need a tight end probably 4 right now. I still like AJ Barner because his run blocking upside and his ability to run block. Also, his ability to be 6'6" and a freaking monster. So that's also a good option as well. Other than that, linebacker is also in the equation. Again, this is kind of like our last, like a 3rd round pick. There is no one that they could take here that I would be truly upset that we got. That's kind of how I look at it. There's no one I'm sitting here and saying, oh, if we get this guy, I'm going to be really ticked off. Like there are early in the rounds. And we got Erick All. Okay. Well, the draft tracker apparently is not updated fast enough, but interesting. Okay, so we literally got a tight end too. All right, so this is exactly what it says about him. Although this game could use a little bit more nastiness, this player is with versatile contributing skill sets who projected as a tight end 2 at the next level if he can stay healthy. 250 pounds, 6'5". He's a big body type of guy. I'm okay with this. I really like this pick. I think this could open up our offense a little bit. Again, as I said many times, you need a tight end for the future. That's what you need. You need a tight end for the future who's going to give you the ability to eventually become your tight end 1. At the end of the day, Mike is only on a 1-year contract. If he has a great year this year, he's going to leave us and go somewhere else. We're going to lose our tight end 1, and you can't keep rebuilding through free agency. That costs way too much money. You have to rebuild in the draft. This is a great pick for that said reason. And, with Drew Sample in a 4-year contract now, Tanner Hudson, 29 years old, on a 1-year contract, you got your tight end of the future. So I'm actually really okay with this pick. We'll see how he develops. I don't know how much of a run blocker he is. I had to look more into him. But 29% said we were going to take him. And, yeah, I don't think it's a bad pick at all. Let's see what chat's saying, guys. I haven't looked at chat in a little bit, so chat, what do you think of Erick All? Michael, we just paid Drew Sample. Yeah, but we need a tight end in the future. We have all these tight ends. Yeah, but you got to keep in mind that Mike is going to be used. Mike was used 70% in the slot last year as a slot wide receiver for the Patriots. If we use him in a slot as a slot wide receiver, you need a starting tight end who's a vertical threat. Drew Sample is not a vertical threat. He's more of a run blocker. So now you have Tanner Hudson on one side, and you have Erick All on the other side. What's up? Just woke up. Hey, dude, just woke up. Well, we just got Erick All. We just got ourselves a tight end. Sample can kick rocks. We need a cornerback over 6 feet. Wiley. I still want to get A.J. Barner later. I would still like that. But I think it's a good pick. What are you guys thinking? Good pick, bad pick? What are you guys thinking? I really do like the pick. I think he has a lot of good upside. I still like, I would still have liked a guard there personally. But with getting a versatile tight end, especially if we use Mike in the slot where he was last year, then that's okay. And yes, Drew Sample is also 29 years old. And by the time he gets to his contract, he's going to be 34 years old. Well, I think Sample doesn't suck. I think Sample, here I'll look at it. Sample he's good for run blocking, but he's not that much of a vertical threat tight end. That's how I look at it. And is this doing any good? I don't know too much about him, I'll be honest with you. But based on what I've seen and heard, he looks like he's a good pick. You like every pick. B. Ani and crap on the front office. No, I'm not good. Listen, I crapped on the front office last year for some picks. I actually like our picks this year. I'm like brutally honest here. I do like our picks this year. I think our picks this year are really good. I'll be honest with you, I'd rather have had, and I've told you this for every pick now, there's players I'd rather have than picks we got, okay? I'd rather have, had any of the guards I listed off before Erick All. And I will fully say that 100%. There's a lot of players I'd rather had this year than the guys we drafted. But at the end of the day, I'm not against the guys we drafted. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is the best pick possible. It's not. I don't think this is the best pick possible. But I think it's a good pick. I think it's a good pick. There's a difference between a good pick and the best pick possible. The best pick possible would have been Brock Bowers round 1. The best pick possible would have been going with Byron Murphy round 1. A great pick, a good pick, a solid pick is what's his name? Mims. I don't think it's a great pick or an amazing pick. I think it's a good pick. So that's when I have different values to how good the pick is. Just because the pick is like Erick All, I think is a good pick. I think this is a good pick. I don't think it's a great pick. I don't think it's an amazing pick. I don't think it's a pick I'm going crazy on. You saw when we pulled Chris Jenkins, when we got Chris Jenkins, I was screaming and clapping. I was happy. This pick, I'm not going to be screaming and clapping. Okay, I'm going to be okay. This is an okay pick. This is a good pick. I think it's a good pick. I don't think it's an amazing pick. I think it's a good pick. I think, we got a tight end. We got a guy for the future. And I'm going to have to look more into him and see how good he is as a player. But I think this is a good pick. I don't think it's a great pick. I think it's a good pick. And I think this is a solid pick. We'll see how it works out, though. I don't know why we didn't take Tampa. I'd rather have had any of the guards over Erick All. I'll be honest with you. I'd rather have had any of the guards. But you know what? I'm okay with that. Who's JT? JT Sanders. He's talking about JT Sanders, Dylan. But yeah, no. Again, listen. I do like... I'm not... If I think it's a bad pick, I'm going to tell you if I think it's a bad pick. I'm not going to just agree with all the picks just because Cincinnati took them. But if I think it's a good pick, I'm going to say it's a good pick. I think it's a good pick. I think for the future, this is a good pick. For right now and future, it's a good pick. It depends on how we utilize Mike, though. If we don't utilize him in the slot 70% off the ball, if 70% of the time, like how the Patriots did, I think that this is not going to be as good of a pick. But for the future, I think it's going to be a good pick. That's kind of how I look at this. So